Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. Time to talk women's basketball. And with us is sophomore forward Rachel McInerney. And Rachel, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Bulldogs played a couple games at home this past weekend, and finally nice to play some home games here in the second half of the season.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
You took on Northern Michigan, Michigan Tech. Just talk about the performance that you saw from your teammates and your team this past weekend.
Yeah, I think this weekend was definitely a weekend of growth. You know, we've had, Coach keeps talking about, we've had almost more than one season in our season with so many people coming and going, you know. And so this weekend was really about that transition. You know, Mavis coming back, Katie Mavis is coming back, and Hannah Evo just went out with an ACL injury. So this weekend was definitely about, you know, getting back into the groove, you know, a new group of girls playing again together. So that's really what the weekend was about for us.
As we go to some of the highlights to start the week against Michigan Tech on Thursday night, you mentioned some of the new lineup changes that have taken place throughout the year, and how hard has it been maybe for you being the one player that really has some significant experience that was out there before Katie Mavis returned?
Yeah, it's just been, like I said before, it's just been like a lot of transitioning, you know, like with Lexi Hunty and Hannah Guy coming in from the volleyball team. They came in, that was a change. Now we've got Mavis back, so that's another change. And each week, like, we're just learning and growing as a team, and I think that's like the best part about this season is we're learning so much and growing so much, like individually and as a team.
Growing under a new head coach as well, and Kendra Foston. Talk about her transition and how that's been for the basketball program.
I love Coach Foston. I love Coach Ron too. We've got great staff. They will do anything for us. They're always pushing us to like reach our potential. You know, they're not afraid to really give it to us if we need it, but they also are there to support us, and they're there. I had a flat tire over Christmas break, and they were there for me at midnight trying to help me change my tires, so they're the best.
Taking on Michigan Tech on Thursday night, and the first game with some students finally back on campus playing in Wink Arena. What's it like playing in Wink Arena in front of those students, in front of some of those fans?
Yeah, I mean, nothing beats it, you know. I mean, being in Wink it's home, so we like to play. We like to play for our fans, play for our friends and family. I mean, it's just the best being a Bulldog and being able to play on our home court.
Taking on a very good Michigan Tech team, an experienced team that maybe had a little more experience, and they got off to a pretty good start here against you guys on Thursday night.
Yeah, you know, we knew they were going to be a tough opponent, but we weren't scared. We came out, we had, you know, the right mindset. We just still have a little bit more growing to do, but we get to see them again before the end of the season. So,
on a big positive note, and Bulldogs have kind of shown it all season long, though, that you've really been able to battle and battle back here, making a ball game in the second half.
Yeah, you know, we never give up. We're trying to just keep pushing. That's one of the things about our team. We're relentless. You know, we never stop, even until the end. So.
A lot of new faces. Abby Knockfor with the basket right there. Some young freshmen that are really getting some playing time.
Yeah, that's huge. You know, a lot of freshmen don't get to experience as much as they have this year, you know. So I think for the future of our program, that's going to be huge in our growth.
Lexi Hunty there with the steal. Talk about her and Hannah Guy coming from the volleyball program and what they've brought to the basketball team.
I mean, first they add those 2 extra bodies is huge at practice. You know, practicing with only 8 girls before, we didn't really have, you know, the bodies to go up and down, but now we've got those 2 extra girls, and that helps a ton with us. And you know, Lexi Hunty is a force, obviously, offensively and defensively. So, and Hannah Guy has put in some great minutes as well. So they're just a very positive addition to our team.
Lexi Bush with the basket there, another freshman, a young team, and certainly a bright future ahead with so many young players really getting some playing time.
Yeah, you know, especially because Hannah's out now, Lexi Bush has had to step up and play a lot of point guard for us. So, I mean, that's been really helpful too, getting her those minutes.
Michigan Tech with the win there on Thursday night, but not a lot of turnaround time. You come back a day and a half later and take on another very good opponent, Northern Michigan. Talk about Saturday's game, what you saw in terms of how you rebounded from that Michigan Tech game.
Yeah, after Michigan Tech, you know, we had a lot of talks as a team. We, you know, really watched film. We talked about what we can do to get better, because that's what we talk about all the time. And so we talked, we wrote down some stuff, we had some, you know, reflection, And I think we came out and we just reminded ourselves why we are here, why we play this game. And what it came down to is, we love the game. And so on Saturday, we definitely focused on that, like why we're here, what our purpose is for this team.
Came out with a big start against Northern Michigan as we go to the highlights, and a 26-16 first quarter lead, and really played well in that opening quarter.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, right, even in warm-ups, we were having fun with each other. We were encouraging, we were positive, and I mean that carried out into the whole game, especially at the beginning. Lexi Hunty, hit some huge shots, so that really gave us a lot of momentum in the beginning.
She finished with 24 points. You had 17 points, and I know for you personally, a better showing than what you thought you maybe had against Michigan Tech.
Yes, definitely. I think Lexi Hunty and I have kind of a bond in the post. We know what each other is going to do, so it's been really, really fun getting to play with her these last few weeks or so.
Kind of like Michigan Tech, you mentioned earlier, this is the first time you've played Northern Michigan, and you'll get an opportunity to play them again here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the best part about the North is if you don't do as well or do what you want to do the first time you play them, you get another shot at them. So we're really excited to, step it up and have a better game next time.
Bulldogs, I know you got off to a slow start early in the year, but really kind of turned it around before the Christmas break, and now facing a difficult part of the schedule here against the North Division.
Yeah. I mean, the GLIAC in general is just, a lot of really healthy competition, and the North is, even better, if you could say that. So, every game is a huge game.
Had a big first quarter. Northern Michigan kind of battles back here to take the lead at halftime, but kind of back and forth here in the second half, and anybody's game going down the stretch.
Oh yeah. That's how all games are. I feel like right now everyone's competing. We tried to keep going all the way to the end. Like I said earlier, we're relentless.
This week, the Bulldogs will be on the road at Northwood, at Lake Superior State. What do you know about these two opponents coming up this week?
They're good. Just like they're talented in their own way. They're different than Northern and Michigan Tech. So we've just got to play our game, play our way, and that's how we'll be successful.
Going on the road in the GLIAC, what does it take to pick up wins on the road in the GLIAC? The same. The heart, the intensity, our core values. That's what we bring every game that we play. So that's what we're going to bring this weekend too. And finally, kind of stepping away from basketball here, talk about your academic program. What your major is here at Ferris State?
I'm in elementary education with minors in integrated science and language arts. So.
Well, thanks for being with us here today, and best of luck to the Bulldogs this week as you go to Northwood and Lake Superior.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.